Yoni Mac Show. We're going to be recapping NBA and NFL weekend, plus a new edition of Katie's Corner. And Brandon will be joining us via satellite. That's all right now on the Yoni and Mac Show.
Please spare me the pain of trying to make this make sense to you. Please tell me your problem, is it bigger than me? Yeah, what could I do? I'm looking straight forward up to heaven, alright. I can't wait till the end.
From Studio One, welcome to this November the 5th edition of the Yoni and Mac Show. I am Ryan Yannishatis. As we're from Studio One, Brandon will be joining us shortly via satellite from his home. Now let's kick things off with the opening up from the NFL weekend, this past weekend. Starting off with the Bears against the Titans. Yesterday, the Bears won this one of a final of 51-20. Cutler went 19 for 26, had 229 yards. Brandon Marshall had 9 catches for 122 yards. He's been the bright spot in the offense. The defense, 2 defensive touchdowns, an interception, 4 defensive fumble recoveries, and 2 sacks against a team that I think everyone thought maybe had a chance to beat the Bears, but didn't show that way of that. Before I ask Brandon this, first thing I'm going to say is the Bears' offense. I think they're right now. You're still not seeing the best of it. You're seeing Brandon Marshall. If he wasn't on this team this year, what exactly would the Bears be offensively? Charles Tillman, Tim Jennings, them guys are really stepping up for the Bears defensively, but offensively it's been Jay Cutler throwing to Brandon Marshall, and that's been the only thing getting the job done for this team. There needs to be more stuff done with this offense, and as of right now, I haven't seen it, and it needs to change if this team still wants to be considered a top team for the Super Bowl. I finally heard someone say it on NFL programming that they think finally the Bears could be in New Orleans in February, but I still think it's going to be the offense that's going to hurt them if they don't get things going. Brandon, what are your thoughts with what needs to change with the offense for the Bears?
I think it needs to a better offensive line. They're really struggling right now. I think with Brandon Marshall and Austin Jeffrey, Jeffrey coming back, and this offense get back and going. The Bears played extended tonight, and I think that when Jeffrey comes back, the offense is going to be back.
We'll see what happens with that. Again, the Bears win 51-20. You'd say by that the offense did amazing, but it was mainly the defense. Other side, Packers yesterday, winning one over the Cardinals 31-17 at Lambeau Field. Aaron Rodgers went 14 for 30, 218 yards. Tom Crabtree had a 72-yard touchdown. Besides that, that was a couple of the bright spots of the offense. That was the one that put the nail in the coffin for a Packers win. And so they win that one of a final, like I said, of 31-17. Aaron Rodgers having another MVP season. Brandon, what are your thoughts on him? Is he having, and could he have another MVP season?
No, he got sacked like 32 times. Really played real good, but I don't think he's going to have another season.
I think he's definitely playing how he normally plays. No matter, the guy's been unbelievable this year. His receivers have been out. He still finds guys to throw to. He's been able to get a bunch of, whether it's James Jones or Jermichael Finley, who played yesterday. I mean, overall, it's just he's just been able to do things. He's like Brett Favre, as sad as I am to say it. They could do anything. He works with anything he has on the field and makes it happen and makes it be a W. That's exactly what he did this week. So, once again, the Packers are going to be a threat, and I think it's going to be interesting to see how it goes from here for them. But as of right now, I think a great job by Aaron Rodgers, and he could be proving himself for another MVP. The Packers are on a bye. The Bears are home to face the Texans next Sunday night. We'll be previewing that on Friday. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. All you have to do is go to the search box and type in Yoni and Mac, and you'll find our page where you will get all of our shows and status updates. It is the Yoni and Mac Show on Facebook. Now it's time to recap NBA weekend. Friday night, Bucks beat the Celtics 99-88 in Boston. Brandon Jennings had 21 points. Tobias Harris had 18. Kevin Garnett had 15. Bulls on Friday night in Cleveland beat the Cavs 115-86. Boozer had 19 points. Rip Hamilton had 19 as well. Kyrie Irving had 15. Now the question I have is Brandon Jennings, the leader of this Bucks team.
He has to be the leader. You know, they have really nobody out. They have Ellis. You know, if they want to make a run this year, they have to.
I think he is as well. I think he's definitely a guy that's going to be stepping up and really needs to do what he needs to do. I mean, this is a very young team. He's got some veterans on there, but he's the guy that's going to really need to do it. He don't have the underlink right now. He don't have the talent like Derrick Rose does. But hey, when he's healthy, he's very good, and he's thrown out. When he gets hot, he gets very hot. So I think it's a bright spot for the Milwaukee Bucks. And if they're going to get in the playoffs this year, he's the guy that has to be healthy all year long to get things going. Because this is a very young team as the Milwaukee Bucks. But with Brandon Jennings, they can definitely get the job done and do what they need to do. And that's it. And that is win this game tomorrow, or continue to win games. And that's exactly what they need to do. So good job by them and Brandon Jennings, who, like I said, it needs to be their future. It needs to stay healthy if this team wants to get into the playoffs. They get so close every year and fall towards the end of the playoff, when they need a playoff run. That's when they struggle. Saturday, tough loss for the Bulls. They lose at 89-82. Dane gets 19 points. Grievous Vasquez gets 18. Jason Smith, who had a great game, 16. Anthony Davis did not play because the night before, Friday night, he had collided heads with someone, so he was out. So the Bulls lose. The Bucks win over the Cavs, 105-102. Dunleavy had 29 points. Ellis had 23. Brandon Jennings had an unbelievable game, 13 points, 13 assists. Brandon, is this loss to the Hornets a setback for the Bulls?
No, it's not. You know, it's no setback for the Bulls. You know, they just had a rough game yesterday, and I think they're going to come back.
I think it might be. I think this is this team. It was going on a high. They have the momentum, but all of a sudden reality set in that teams can't beat them without Derrick Rose. They did very good the first two games. They were able to score some points. They dominated against they scored 115 against the Cavs. But again, it's going to be the big test is going to be Thursday against Oklahoma City Thunder. They have the Magic coming in tomorrow, so I think that's going to be a big game as well. So really, there's a lot of things going on with the Chicago Bulls team, and will they be able to really get things going? I think so, but I think right now this might be a bump in the road, and hopefully nothing happens to the point where they start really struggling. Because I think if they're at 500, they're going to be about a 5 or 6 seed team in the playoffs when Derrick Rose comes back. And then by the time, if there's 5-10 games over, then I think they're definitely going to have a chance to contend for that 1 seed. The Heat did lose over the weekend, Friday night, but they did win Saturday over the Nuggets. Ray Allen game-winning shot. So the Heat continue to win. I believe they're 2-1 right now. Same with the Bulls. So it should be interesting to see how that turns out the rest of the year. But that loss, we'll see them this week. They play some tough teams, the Bulls, the Magic, and then they play the Thunder on Thursday on TNT, and we'll see how them two games handle it as well. To watch all Yoni Mac Show, search for our official YouTube page. Just type in the search box, Yoni Mac Show. That is the Yoni Mac Show on YouTube. Now it is time. It's Monday. You know what that means? It's time for the newest edition of Katie's Corner.
Thanks, honey. The top 5 movies are Argo, Cloud Atlas, Hotel Transylvania, Paranormal Activity 4, and Silent Hill Revelation 3D. The top 5 songs are One More Night by Maroon 5, Gangnam Style by Psy, Some Nights by Fun, Die Young by Kesha, and Diamonds by Rihanna. The Voice, the knockouts started and finished this week. Team Adam and Team Stila went on Monday. Team Adam started off with Jocelyn Rivera and Kayla Navarez. The winner was Jocelyn, singing Love on Top by Beyonce. The second knockout was Joe Kirkland and Brian Keith. The winner was Brian Keith singing Everything I Do It For You by Bryan Adams. The third knockout was Amanda Brown and Michelle Brooks Thompson, and the winner was Amanda Brown singing Paris. The fourth knockout was Lauren Allred and Nicole Nelson. The winner was Lauren Allred singing You Know I'm No Good by Amy Winehouse. The fifth knockout was Melanie Martinez and Sam James. The winner was Melanie Martinez with Bulletproof by LaRue. Team Stilo's knockouts was Avery Wilson and Cody Blue. The winner was Cody Blue singing Jolene by Dolly Parton. The second knockout was Mackenzie Borg and Daniel Rosa. Winner was Mackenzie Borg singing Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen. Third knockout was Teresa Griffin and Trevin Hunt. The winner was Trevin singing Against All Odds by Phil Collins. Fourth knockout was Michael Wassman and Nicholas David. Winner was Nicholas David singing Put Your Records On by Corinne Bailey Ray. Last knockout from Team Stilo was Diego Val and Caitlin Michelle. The winner was Diego Val singing Are You Gonna Go My Way by Lenny Kravitz. Tuesday was Blake and Christina. Christina's knockouts was Devin Delora and Lauren Vivas. The winner was Devin Delora, singing I Have Nothing by Whitney Houston. The second knockout was Adriana Louise and Celica Westbrook. The winner was Adriana Louise, singing Already Gone by Kelly Clarkson. Third knockout was Alessandra Guercio and Des Duran. The winner was Des with Suck on You by Lionel Richie. Fourth knockout was Siobhan and Deborah. Deborah with You Found Me by The Fray. Fifth knockout was Aquil and Sylvia Yakub. The winner was Sylvia with Fighter by Christina. Blake's knockouts were Gracia Harrison and Liz Davis. The winner was Liz with Gunpowder and Lead by Miranda Lambert. Second knockout was Rudy Paris and Terry McDermott. The winner was Terry with Maybe I'm Amazed by Paul McCartney. Third knockout was Colin McLaughlin and Michaela Page. The winner was Michaela with Love is a Battlefield by Pat Benatar. Fourth was Julio Cesar Castillo and Marissa Ann. The winner was Julio with Somebody to Love by the Biebs. The fifth was Cassidy Pope and Susanna Schofel. The winner was Cassidy with Payphone by Maroon 5. The live rounds are Monday and Tuesday at 7 on NBC. And today I found out one of my friends died. So his name was Mitch, and he was pretty awesome. So thoughts are going out to his family, friends, and people.
That is the newest edition of Katie's Corner. Again, also, the boss always likes to tell me Steelers won last night. It wasn't the best win, but they're able to prevail over the New York Giants. They did come in from Pittsburgh yesterday afternoon, or yesterday morning, so they were jet lagged, but a couple of tough spots. The boss definitely wasn't happy, but they do prevail 24-20 over the New York Football Giants. Now it's time for Brandon's favorite part of the show, predictions. For this week, for Brandon went 6-2. He was able to have a great weekend. I went 5-5, so Brandon goes to 2-2 overall on weeks. I'm 2-2 as well. There's no predictions for today, therefore there will be. So we'll have predictions probably starting again tomorrow. Preview for tomorrow, we're going to be previewing Bulls Magic. They'll be playing tomorrow night from the United Center, and I'll have a newest edition of True False concerning Bears Packers. That'll be all tomorrow. So thank you for Brandon McGrath. I'm Ryan Yanishadis. Thank you for watching this presentation of the Yoni Mac Show right here on YouTube.